Hey, how's it going? Kenny here and welcome back to Non-League to Giants. And up in today's episode, we have two home games. First of all, I welcome back my beloved Dover to Fratton Park, playing against Dover for the first of a time here today. And then we face MK Dons at home as well in two quite favourable home games, it has to be said. I'm expecting actually 6 points out of today's episode. First things first about Dover. Playing them today, they had a really tough time of it since the last episode. They lost like 9 games in a row, I think it was. They were bottom of the league. Last time we left off, Northampton had 0 points. They've got 10 now. Dover at the 13. They just won a game, I believe. But anyway, we're not here about Dover. It seems like to me that Dover are doomed for relegation this season, but maybe they'll surprise me, we shall see. In terms of us, we are sitting third in the league now, which is a bit disappointing since we were top of the league in the last episode there. But then saying that, if we do win our games in hand, we will be top of the league. We're 2 games in hand over Charlton, so win those, we'll be 3 points clear of them. We've also got a game in hand over Wycombe as well, and if we win that, we'll be 2 points clear of them as well. So technically, at the moment, we are still the number 1 team of the season if you judge it on points per game. I know it doesn't make too much sense, we're third in the league, but we are 2 games in hand over Charlton there, so still going quite well. Had a bit of an iffy period, we had a very iffy period at the end of the last episode there. Went 4 games without a win, I think it was, but since then, we've been playing pretty well. Anyway, since the last episode, we've had a goalkeeper crisis. Now we've got a bit of a winger crisis. Lots of injuries at the club right now, which is not good, so I was forced to sign a goalkeeper. Nathan Bishop got on a free transfer because both my goalkeepers got injured for a few weeks at exactly the same time. I was literally left with no goalkeeper at the club. I actually had to play with a made-up goalkeeper for 2 games. Get to that in a second. But Nathan Bishop is here, joining us on a free transfer. He's nothing special. I knew I recognised him from somewhere. I recognised him from a Man United series at the start of the FootballManager here, as you can see here. He got released from Man United at the end of 2025. He's not very good, to be honest. He's better than our backup goalkeeper, though, so it's not a complete useless signing now, the fact that the 2 goalkeepers are back, because he's better than Oluwayemi, and he leaves on a free transfer at the end of the season anyway. So he's alright as backup, but nothing more than that. He's just not very good. So I got him on a free transfer, but I had to give him on a free transfer. And that is because in these 2 games here against Charlton and Sutton, I actually went with a made-up goalkeeper because I had no choice. You see there, Stacey Dolner. I can't click on him. That's because he's one of the made-up players who you cannot sign, he's not a real player. You know what I mean. He wasn't very good. He wasn't very good at all. And the fact that we played Charlton away in the biggest game of the season so far, first versus second, and we didn't even have a goalkeeper in goal, that was pretty horrendous. We lost the game 1-0. It wasn't completely Dolner's fault, to be honest with you. As you see there, over 6.6. But to go into these 2 games without a single goalkeeper at the club was ridiculous. Nathan Bishop actually joined for the MK Dons game. So in those 2 games, I was screaming at the screen basically, waiting and hoping that Bishop will sign his contract very quickly, because I was hoping he'd be back for he'd be here for the Charlton game. Nope. I was like, alright, he'd be here for the Sutton game, of course, but no, he wasn't there either. So yeah, Bishop took his time signing his contract and was left for Dolner for 2 days, and 1 point out of 2 games there. Wasn't good, as that was 3 games without a win after drawing away to Rotherham in the last episode. Lost away to Charlton 1-0, as I said. We then drew at home to Sutton 2-2. We conceded 2 goals in this game. Complained the goalkeeper as much as we want, but still, at home to Sutton, even with a made-up goalkeeper in there, we still got to be winning that sort of game there. So that was really disappointing. We did get a late equaliser though to make it 2-2, so I guess that's some sort of saviour, but still, nowhere near good enough. After those 2 games, we finally had a goalkeeper. That was Nathan Bishop. He made his debut against MK Dons at home in the FA Cup first round, and he was absolutely horrendous. I had no idea what was going on in this game. We absolutely destroyed MK Dons, destroyed them. We finally got our first goal in the 75th minute for Ricky J. Jones to make it 1-0. MK Dons were not creating anything in the game whatsoever. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, they scored 3 goals in 6 minutes. 2 from George Kelly, 1 from Mohamed Issa as well. They won the game 3-1. It was absolutely horrendous. To be knocked out to MK Dons in the FA Cup first round, at home as well, was shocking. Hopefully we can get a mention in today's episode. We're at home to them in the second game. That was pathetic though. But after that, I made a little bit of a tweak to the tactics, and things started to go our way a little bit. Also in this period here, at home to MK Dons and Sutton, I actually went a bit more positive with my tactic, and I quickly scrapped that afterwards. As you can see, we conceded 2 goals against Sutton, and then we conceded 3 goals against MK Dons. Yes, the goalkeeper against Sutton was made up, and MK Dons, it was his debut for Nathan Bishop, but still, defensively, absolute shambles. So I quickly turned off that positive mentality, and things started to improve again. We beat Cambridge 1-0 at home in the final Papa John's Trophy group game, which wasn't important at all. We already qualified at that point, but it was nice to get a win. Nathan Bishop with an 8 rating in that game as well, so he made amends for a pathetic game against MK Dons there. Obafemi with a goal in that game. He hit quite a pebble patch in this period here. We then beat Shrewsbury 2-1 away from home. Obafemi with a goal again. We then had a brilliant win away to Peterborough. A win I was not expecting, to be honest. The way we was playing, we beat Cambridge and Shrewsbury, but away to Peterborough, I was expecting a defeat in this game. But no, we turn up again. Obafemi and Abo on the score sheet in that game. That was brilliant. We then beat Fleetwood at home 1-0, Obafemi again. And then in this month, it was a bit of a strange month, this one. We beat Crawley at home 3-1 in the Papa John's Trophy second round. We now got to play Cambridge away in the third round of the Papa John's Trophy. Is that a winnable competition? Well, it's definitely a winnable competition. Will we go on to win it, though? I don't know. It would be nice to. We're out the League Cup. We're out the FA Cup as well, of course. So just the League and the Papa John's Trophy, well, it's an easy decision. Which one is the most important? Of course, the League is the focus. But if we can win the Papa John's Trophy without hindering the league campaign, then happy days. But at the moment, I'm just focused on the League, to be honest with you. So we beat Crawley 3-1 at home, which was nice. But then an absolute shocker. We lost at home to Walsall 3-2. This was absolutely horrendous, this. We were 1-0 up in the game as well through Ken Abo with a penalty in the 41st minute. Very similar to the MK Dons game. We absolutely battered them. But then Conor Wilkinson scored a goal in the 57th minute to make it 1-1. Just a minute later, Mubama made it 2-1 to Walsall. First two chances in the game for them. They scored them in a matter of seconds, which was devastating. Abba made it 2-2. I was going really attacking at this point. I decided, you know what, we're at home to Walsall here. Got to stay attacking here and try and get the winner. It backfired on me because Wilkinson got the winner in the 92nd minute there to win the game 3-2. So that was not a high point for us. And going into the next game against Preston, it didn't start off too well either. We won the game 5-2, but we were 2-0 down this game. So what a sensational comeback this was. We were 2-0 down, 2 goals from Scott Wright. At this period, I was not too happy, as you can imagine. Just lost at home to Walsall 3-2. 2-0 down at home to Preston. But then, what a sensational turnaround this was. Abbo with a goal just before half-time. Then Louis Barry and Balassa. In a matter of seconds, we were 3-2 up in the match. In the end, we ran out deserved winners, and it looked like a very comfortable win, but it was a very sticky situation just before half-time there. Won 5-2 in the end, Barry with another goal, and Swanson with a goal as well, which was very nice. So a bit of confidence going into this episode here. Hopefully we can win these next 2 games as well. That'd be very nice. Also, I forgot to mention is, we obviously signed Nathan Bishop as another goalkeeper. He actually got injured as well for a few weeks. He's still injured right now, and it actually happened, before this Peterborough game, and I was very tempted to extend his injections. I already had to give him injections for the Shrewsbury game, and then I had to extend it, or look to extend it, but luckily for us, Peacock Farrell came back just in time and didn't pick up an injury. So the goalkeeper situation was absolutely ridiculous. At one point, we had all 3 goalkeepers out, had to use a made-up goalkeeper called Stacey Dolner, and it didn't backfire too much because we're still third in the league, and obviously lost away to Charlton 1-0, lost out of the FA Cup and lost against Walsall. But all in all, we've survived that scare quite nice. Peacock Farrell's back now. Oluimi is back as well, and Bishop will be back soon as well. So hopefully we can avoid a goalkeeper crisis like that in the future. And that is just proof as to why you need 3 goalkeepers in your squad, because who knows what could happen at any time. Luckily, we got through it not too badly, and we can push on from there. Anyway, though, talking of injuries, though, we just got over a goalkeeping crisis, but now we've got a winger crisis at the club. We've got Obafemi out, who's a winger and forward, of course. He's injured for 2 to 4 weeks with a calf strain. Also got Ricky J. Jones out. He's out for 8 days to 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. And Popov is out as well with a twisted ankle, 11 days to 3 weeks. So we've been left with Choi Kyung-rook playing on the right there today. He's got a bid, so I forgot to mention that. I'll talk about that now. Louis Barry's in as well. Louis Barry's finally hit some form, which is nice to see. Finally found his scoring boots, which is very nice. Other than that, we've got no one after the club. We've got Rock, Barry, Abbo, and Stockton as our 4 forward options. So hopefully no one else gets injured before here and these players coming back. Yeah, transfers. Forgot to mention transfers as well. Of course, we signed Nathan Bishop. The January transfer window is round the corner here, and I'm looking to do business. I want to sign a winger, as you can probably imagine. Jay Jones has been good. I like Jay Jones. Popov, he's been alright, but he hasn't scored a goal yet in 24 games. So that's a bit poor, isn't it, really? He's got 5 assists, not too bad, but we need some competition for him. Obafemi is good, but he's more of a striker, to be honest. Barry, he's starting to show something now, but Choi Kyung-rook looking to sell him now, so we definitely need another winger. And one player who's caught my eye, he plays for Norwich, and his name is Tony Springett. He's going to cost £4 million, which is a bit steep, it has to be said, but I actually quite like the look of him. If you look here, he's a very good player and probably a championship level player, to be honest. He's very versatile as well, compared on the right or on the left, and in centre midfield as well, if needed. And he's just overall really good. He's got 1 cap for Ireland already, so he's already a full international. yeah, he is the guy I want. It said it's the £4 million is... It's put me off a little bit. If it was, say, £2 million or less, then it would be a no-brainer for me. But £4 million, it's a little bit steep. But I do really like the look of him. And I can't really sign any more players on loan because there's a maximum of 5 you can use in the matchday squad. So I don't think that's going to really help us too much, to be honest. So I'm looking to sign some permanent players. Got £1 million in the transfer budget there, 26k in the wage budget. And I'm hoping to spring it by selling Choi Rook. He's got a work permit underway now for Cardiff for £2 million, which is absolutely ridiculous. He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. £2 million for him is just, wow. Okay, thank you very much, because he is awful. So looking to sell him, that's £2 million there. Rafferty is joining Crew for 400k on the 1st of January. Thank goodness he's leaving, the Moaning Myrtle. Jay Minky as well. Got a couple of bids of 100k for him from Forest Green and Bolton. It's either 100k or nothing at the end of the season. And Cole Stockton as well. He's got a couple of offers, I think. One offer from Forest Green for 100k as well. So in total, sell those players, that'll be 2.6 million with a little bit of adjustments. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get spring it in quite comfortably. Also, I'm looking to try and sign a left back as well. And one left back that's really caught my eye is Lee Buchanan. Plays for Stoke, formerly of Derby and Werder Bremen and Dusseldorf as well in this save here. He's overall quite good. Not amazing, but if we can get him towards the lower end of that 250k, I know we're not going to. Probably be about, looking at that valuation there, probably going to be about 2 or 3 million, I reckon. But to be honest, he's probably better than Ogilvie, or just as good. Where is he? There he is. And he's a Moaning Myrtle. He's got a bit of value about him. I sent him a £3 million transfer value there. So hopefully we can get rid of him for 2 million, like similar to what we get Buchanan for, be a like for like replacement. Buchanan's better going forward. So hopefully that can happen. Anyway, let's get to the first game then. At home to my beloved Dover. I don't really care about them too much anymore, though. I'm looking to get a good win here. I'm all about Portsmouth, all about being selfish. Dover, it's not my problem these days. So anyway, in terms of the team sheet, got Peacock Farrell in goal, Ferguson right back, Fox left back, and we've got Raggett and Mascara centre backs. We've got Swanson, Morrell, and Iqbal in midfield. Choi Rock on the right, Barry on the left, and Abo up front. So first things first, the team is looking rather weak for today's game, but I'm taking a little bit of a risk here. I'm underestimating my former side, Dover. The midfield is especially looking quite weak. Swanson there, he's naturally a right back. Mentioned him before, he's very, very versatile. So he can play in midfield here today, no problem. He also had a great game in the last game there. So hopefully he can take off where he left off in the last game. The wingers as well looking quite weak. As I said, Louis Barry had a couple of good games in a row. He's looking quite impressive. Abo is backfiring again. He did go on a little bit of a quiet spell where Obafemi was scoring the goals, but he's back and back with a bang as well, so that's nice to see. Missing a few players for today's game, as I said, with injuries. Got Jones, Popov, Obafemi out in the forward areas there. Also, Ibrahim suspended. He's been a regular this season. Hector's injured as well. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks with a groin strain. And of course, Bishop is injured as well, out for 6 to 12 days with a twisted ankle. But no excuses here, really. We're at home to the team. We're 23rd in the league. My former club, Dover. Will we win this game? Well, let's find out. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the Dover manager this season has already been sacked. They did lose 9 matches in a row. It was 9 matches in a row. Whether it extended or not, I don't know. So he got sacked already, which is disappointing. They've actually replaced him with my former coach, Stephen Bywater, who's actually under 18's head coach. I signed him to the job there, and now he has the senior squad position, which is very nice. Looking at the players here as well. Apart from 4 of the players in the starting 11, they're all my signings. McLeod, don't know who he is. Menise, Buckley Ricketts and Keylor Dunn. The other 7 players are all my signings. So, yeah, it's a bit interesting to come up against them, but ultimately it's all about Portsmouth these days. Dover, I hope they don't rot. I hope they stay in League 1, League 2 level. That'd be very nice. That's definitely a big step up from where they were. But all in all, it is all about Portsmouth these days. So anyway, before we get started with this game, please remember that if you like this video, hit that like button for me. It really helps this video get some more people. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out. And you much appreciate as well. So let's get started with this match then. Okay, here we go at home to Dover. Well, in recent times, the defence has not really been pulling up any trees, to be honest with you. Conceded 2 against Preston. Of course, he won the game 5-2 in the end. Conceded 3 at home to Walsall as well, which is a shocking defeat. So hopefully, a good win and a clean sheet here today would be nice. Here's Fox bombing forward. Don't usually see that. Abo's hit the bar already. And someone cleared the ball there. Wasn't sure who it was, but it's gone for a corner already. We started off on the front foot, which we should do. Also, I've got to mention the tactic as well. I haven't really made any changes to the instructions. I just made one change. I've changed from a DM to an attacking midfielder. And I've gone from Mazzala support to attacking midfielder and support, which Balassa seems to love, by the way. Iqbal playing there today, but Balasso's on the bench. Needs a bit of a rest here today. And I've got the ball in field and defend just in the centre midfield with box-to-box midfielder. So not too different, has to be said, but the change I have made seems to suit Balasso quite a lot. He's been really, really effective as an attacking midfielder. Anyway, 22 minutes into this game, we are dominating the game, but it's still 0-0, which is disappointing. Also moving to a 4-2-3-1 from a 4-3-3. I've noticed that we're keeping possession a lot better now as well, which is nice. We're not really a possession-based team, but it's nice to keep possession. Anyway, Abo's having a good game here today, but at half-time, we dominated the first half, dominated possession, dominated the chances. It's 0-0, so that is disappointing. Very, very quick first half of football, that. But we're dominating the game here. I decided to go a bit more positive at half-time, just putting players more further forward. Hopefully we can get the breakthrough, because at the moment, Dover look like they're going to embarrass me here at Fratton Park, which is not nice. Not at all. We're dominating the game still. What is happening here? This is terrible. Still 0-0, 60 minutes in. This game has been absolute filth. Absolute filth. Well, it's terrible. The wingers are terrible. Louis Barry, I thought he might have turned the corner, to be honest, but it seems no. But anyway, what am I talking about the wingers for? Got no one to bring on. Stockton, he's not a winger. Can't bring him on, so what can we do here? Well, you know what? Iqbal can come off because he had a poor game. Bring Balasso on for him. I did say he's doing really well as an attacking midfielder recently. You know, I'm going to bring on Harper as well. For Swanson, Harper's a key player for us. 30 minutes to go here, though. I'm starting to get a bit worried here, guys. 0-0 at home to Dover. To be honest, there's not much to do now, because obviously with all the injuries we have at the club, there's not really anyone to bring on to make a difference. So all I've done is gone attack in and just hoping for the best here, basically, because gone more direct as well. Just throwing everything at it, to be honest. Let's just hope we get a goal. But saying that, it could backfire here. Dover could win the game. Oh my word, what are you doing? Where are you? Where are you going? Where are you going? I thought it might be 1-0 then. Anyway, Ferguson with a hold on. No, I thought it was me a mistake there, but the keeper gives it away to Morel. He's on my signing, that keeper. I don't know who he is. Morel crosses it in. Abo! Oh, he hits the bar again. It's the second time he's hit the bar in the game now. 15 minutes to go. Are we really not going to beat Dover at home? The first time meeting them. And we can't beat them. With 10 minutes to go, we need to score. We need to score quickly here. Here's Balasso to Morel. He's offside. He's a mile offside. He's useless anyway. He's useless. Cardiff, £2 million. That's ridiculous, honestly. He's absolutely terrible, that bloke. Absolutely terrible. These wingers at the club look absolutely terrible. Look at this. 1 minute to go. Absolutely dominated the game, but we cannot beat Dover at home. They're really having a laugh at me now, aren't they? The fans are just, yeah. What can I say? They're taking the mick out of me. Defensively, decent, but going forward, this is why I need to sign Springett. This is why we need another winger at the club, because Popov doesn't score goals. No goals this season at all, which is horrendous, really, for a forward player. He has shown signs of what he can do. 5 assists for 24 games, but no goals. That's terrible. Barry is way, way, way too inconsistent. No more better than a squad player. Rock, he's no use whatsoever, basically. He's absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. So we're in real trouble here. Real trouble. And hopefully we can beat MK Dons at home at least, but that is just nowhere near good enough, is it? Home to Dover. Second from bottom in the league. Lost 9 matches on the bounce as well. And we cannot even beat them. That's absolutely terrible. How did Charlton get on? Charlton lost away to Salford, which is nice. Wickham beat Preston 2-0, so they're now the leaders of the league. So Charlton dropping points is decent as well, but big chance for us to go, well, we'd have been top of the league if we beat Dover there, so no, we'd be second in the league, sorry. So that's really disappointing. But what can you do other than move on? Got to move on. MK Dons at home next. They beat us 3-1 in the FA Cup, which was absolutely terrible. Can we get revenge against them? We'll find out in a sec. Well, what a terrible start to the episode that was. Can't even beat my former team at home, Dover. Can't even score a goal, which is absolutely pathetic. They just won again, by the way, though. Look, 17 points now, so maybe I shouldn't write them off just yet. Maybe they've got a little bit left in the tank. Maybe Bywater can be the saviour. We shall see. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that until the end of the season, of course. But, as I keep saying, Portsmouth are the priority, of course. I am the Portsmouth manager now. We need to bounce back from that Dover disappointing draw there. We drew at home to Walsall and lost at home to Walsall, sorry. Just drew at home to Dover. And now, at home to MK Dons, it's a must-win game. We need to win the game. We can't let any of these teams start to climb away from us. If we win this game, though, we could potentially go top of the league after this game, which would be nice. Huddersfield are above us now as well. They're not playing today, though. Charlton are away to Bristol Rovers, so hopefully they can do us a favour. But at the end of this game, at the end of the episode, we could be top of the league again, which would be very, very nice. Anyway, bit of news about the transfers. Tony Springett has agreed to join us, just offered $4 million for him, and that is absolutely brilliant. Definitely another winger. But Cannot really sell Ogilvy, our left back, so I don't think I'm raising enough funds to sign Buchanan, but that's not a priority anyway. A winger is a priority. Going to get my man in Springer as well, which is nice. I think this is a good signing. It's £4 million, which is a lot in League One, has to be said, but he's 23 years of age, so he might improve a little bit yet. He can play on either wing, and also he's a permanent winger we have at the club. Obviously, Ricky J. Jones is on loan. Same with Popov as well, so we needed one. And yeah, he looks like a good player, so I'm very happy to get him in. He'll be joining on the 1st of January, so I'm excited about that. Also, Marlon Pack might be joining Forest Green as well. Forest Green seem to love our players. Mingy, Pack, and Stockton might all be going there together, which is good for them, I guess. Marlon Pack, by the way, he's a Portsmouth lad. He's a Portsmouth fan, born in the city as well. City is it a town or a city? I'm not sure. It's either a big town or a city. And you see there, he's a Portsmouth supporter, born in the town. Started off his career there as well. Didn't make it out of the club. Came back on a free transfer in 2023. So good for him, but ultimately, he's not very good. His physicals are gone. His speed is gone as well. Not much use to me whatsoever. So he is leaving us as well, which would be good. Choi Rock as well. He's finally going to join Cardiff. His work permit has been agreed. £2 million. He's funded the Springett signing. That is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, let's get to this game. At home to MK Dons. Got to be winning this game. Lost at home 3-1 in the FA Cup first round. That was pathetic. And in terms of the team sheet for today's game, well, I made a change at centre-back. Abbott comes in for, what's his name? Raggett. Defence did really well against Dover there, but Raggett's a little bit tired, so Abbott comes in today. This month, by the way, is absolutely crazy. Not like December is not crazy enough as it is. This one is about 10 or 12 games in the month. It's absolutely mental. A game every 3 days, so we need all our players as fit as possible. Also, a change in midfield as well. Harper comes in for Swanson, and that means Morel goes to ball in midfield. And Morel's actually been a very good player for me this season. I'm really happy with him. I didn't like the look of him at the start of the season, but he's been very consistent. He's keeping Ibrahim out of the team currently. 7.3 in his last 5 games, looking like a very consistent player for us. Also, Balassa comes back in for Iqbal. He's done really well recently, as I said. They've got Barry, Rock, and Abbo still in the front three, so the wingers are still looking very weak. But with Balassa and Harper back in midfield there today, hopefully we can score a goal. Okay, here we go. Home to MK Dons. Got to be winning this one now. Need revenge against them, and more importantly, we need to start winning games in the league again. I say we need to start winning games in the league again. It's only been 1 game since we haven't won a game, so maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic there. But home to Dover 0-0, home to Warsaw 3-2. I'm not liking it. Let's get an early goal here. Balassa, oh my word, lovely play. Also, you might be wondering that I've got a winger crisis currently, left with like 4 forward players, but I'm already selling 2 of them. Oh my word, Rock! Get in. He's not so useless after all. He's still useless. He's still useless, but he scored a goal. Get him 1-0 up in this game. He'll be leaving us on the 1st of January, going to Cardiff for £2 million, funding the Springett deal, as I said. Look at those 3 today. Oh my word, what's going on? That's what you got to do. You got to criticise the wingers, and they start turning up. Both of them in the green. Madness. Anyway, here's Rock again. Tearing MK Dons to shreds today, he is. He's not going to score a second goal, surely not. He's going to get assist. Both wingers are at it now. Barry's trying to score a goal. Yeah, as I mentioned, Rock and Stockton. Oh, Stockton should be leaving as long as he accepts Forest Green's contract offer. Then that'll be 2 forwards down and only 1 coming through the door in Springett. So it doesn't make too much sense. But when you think about it, that Rock and Stockton are basically not in my plans whatsoever. I don't even try to use them at all. Though we're losing a forward player, we're technically gaining a forward player because those 2 I don't really use at all. So it makes sense in my head, basically. Put it that way. It makes sense in my head. Hopefully we don't get any more ideal to sign another forward player, of course, but can't really afford one. Not a decent one anyway, so pointless. As I said about the loans, could get a forward player on loan, to be fair, to add options there. Because I only can include 5 players on loan in the matchday squad, but for a loan for depth, squad depth, I might have to look at that. Anyway, more importantly, it's about this game, and MK Dons are hitting us on the counter here. Here's Sykes. Don't give away a penalty. Abbott clears it in for Raggett today. And here's Louis Barry. He's been good today. He's shown signs the last 5 games. Definitely showed signs. He scored a brace against Preston, I think it was. So he's definitely shown signs. So already getting... Look at Rock. Looking for his 2nd goal of the game. Well, it's a similar start in this game. It was the Dover game. The only difference is we scored a goal, which is nice. But still, 1-0 is not nice. We've won against MK Dons in the FA Cup. Lost 3-1. So they scored 3 goals in 6 minutes. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. A 2nd goal will be very, very nice in this game. And MK Dons are looking a little bit dangerous, especially down this right-hand side through Sykes. Here's Jordan. I thought that was going to be a penalty then, but luckily for us, it was not. Dominating the first half again, as I said. Like against Dover there. Well, at least we're winning the game at half-time. At least we're winning the game, but I really need to see a second goal here. I really need to see a second goal. Well, 55 seconds into the second half. Already got our first highlight of it. Grimshaw with the ball. He kicks the ball long. Mascara wins the header very easily there. It's out to Rock, and we're seeing a lot today of. Cross it. Abbo, it's got to be 2-0. Oh my word, what a miss. What a miss from Abbo that was. He's had a shocking game today with 6.5. Unfortunately, cannot take him off because who am I going to bring on? Cole Stockton? I don't think so. Anyway, here's MK again. Here's Robson. Back to Smith. Mascara wins a header uncontested again. Now we've got a chance to counter here. Here's Barry. Who started off the game quite well. We've got a bit quiet since then. Dennis. Ooh. Lunging in. I thought he might be sent off there, but he's not. Here's Abbo. Not really want him, but if it leads to a goal, I don't really care. Rock. Through again. What a lovely little death finish. Oh, no. Can I take back his sale? Can I keep him at the club now? Nah, he's not convinced me. Even with his performance, he hasn't convinced me. But this is nice. 2 goals from him today. At least he's going to do something good for us whilst at the club this season, which is nice. What a strange little finish, though. I don't know if he meant that or not. But anyway, he scored 2 goals today. We're 2-0 up. And now we can start to relax, I think. Hopefully, anyway. A third goal, though, will be extra nice in this game and really put them to bed. Because 2-0, they score in his highlights, say. Look down the right-hand side. Sykes again. For goodness sake. It's not going to go 2-1, is it? No, he's blasted over the bar. Alright, make a couple of changes here. Morel's had a good game again. I'm telling you, I'm liking Morel. He's a good player, Joe Morel. Good player for us. Doesn't look very good. Look at his graph here. But he's doing well. He's doing really well. I'm going to take him off here today, though. He's on a yellow card. Had a good game again, though. Bring Ibrahim on for him as another good player as well. Like him. You know, I'll leave with just one change for now. We're playing really well. I don't want to jinx things too much here. He gets a third goal, though. I'm going to make another couple of changes. Here's Fox with a throw-in. Goes to Balassa. Says he deserves a goal. Will he get that goal now? He does get his goal now. Balassa gets in. I was about to take him off, actually. I saw he was playing really well. Deserves the goal. He's got his goal now. So now we can take him off. Let's bring on Iqbal for him. Also, I know Stockton is not very good, but Abbo, he's our only striker currently. Obafemi injured, so best give him a rest. Let's bring on Stockton. And also, bring on Ogilvie. Let's put Ogilvie at centre-back. Bring him on from Mascara. He's got a bit of height about him. He can play that role quite nicely. Nice win. Well, I say nice win. There's still 25 minutes to go yet, but hopefully nothing sensational happens here from MK Dons. They did score 3 goals in 6 minutes against me, though, so if that happens again, then I'm not going to be very happy. Can we get a 4th goal? Does that really seal the deal? You never really know with FootballManager sometimes if it's actually over or not. I don't usually make the final change, but seeing as we're 3-0 up, you know, Harper's a very good player for us, and his natural fitness isn't great, so I can give him a rest as well. Bring on Swanson for him. The utility man, he can play anywhere. Iqbal wins the ball back there. Here's Peacock Farrell. If we can see the goal, we're going to get very, very worried. Hopefully, we just stays at 3-0. But I've spoken now, haven't I? I've spoken now, haven't I? Now it's 3-1. Last time MK scored against us, their first goal, they scored 3 in 6 minutes, as I keep saying. So now I'm worried a little bit. Oh, for goodness sake. This ain't going to happen now, surely not. This ain't going to happen now. Can someone please tell me what Morgan Fox is doing there? Oh, you must be joking me. You must be joking. What on earth is that bloke doing? We didn't even go off him in the end, but... Oh my word. 2 goals in 1 minute for MK Dons again. It's like we just completely go to sleep against them. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Oh, you must be joking. No, I don't berate the team. I demand some more, though. This is... Surely you must be joking. I've made all the changes as well. 3-0 up. Got cocky. It could go 3-3 now. Luckily, he gets the ball away. Here's Iqbal. Come on, get a 4th goal now. For goodness sake. I'm still not happy with this defence, though. 2 goals against MK Dons at home as well. Is he being sent off? Well, I hope so. He is. Will that be the break we'll get against MK Dons, our bogey team? 5 minutes to go. Dominated the game. 3.29 XG. We should not be in this situation. 5 minutes to go. 6 minutes of added time in total. Ridiculous. Where's that come from? Come on. There's Rock and Stockton combining there. The two players are going to leave us. Stockton! Well done. Well done. Surely now that's the game. But don't get too confident. 4-2 though. Stockton with the goal. Surely that's it now. But this defence is starting to worry me a little bit. We're conceding lots of goals against poor opposition in the league. Very poor opposition. And we're making very easy games hard. You know, home to MK here, we should have had this game to bed very, very easily. But a couple of minutes of just absolute brain fartage. And they almost had a sensational comeback. But we won the game. We won the game, so that's more important. Won the game 4-2. This one's all about the attack. The last game was all about the defence. 4 points. Not two very convincing performances though, but all in all it is 4 points. You know, it should be 6 points though, really, should it? It should be 6 points. But I'm not going to moan too much. It's an iffy period for us though. Not like Dover. When I was Dover manager for the 3 seasons, I was very, very confident. We was always in pretty good nick, to be honest. Here with Portsmouth, you know, I sound a bit stupid because we're top of the league now again, but just don't look very convincing. But if we can win the league or finish in second place and get promoted and not be fully convincing, then I don't really care too much. 7 draws, it's not great, is it? 2 losses as well. But we're top of the league. So at least we MK there to get over that Dover draw at home 0-0. So that is something at least. It wasn't very convincing though, was it? But 4 points out of the episode. I've heard of worse things than that, to be honest. Anyway, in terms of the next episode, guys, I think I'm going to bring you back for the games away to Lincoln and away to Oxford. 2 teams that we chasing playoffs this season, it seems. Maybe an automatic promotion as well. 2 good teams as well. 2 away games. Had 2 home games in this episode. The next episode will be 2 away games. So make sure you join for that one, guys. Away to Lincoln and away to Oxford. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember that if you like the video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button as well. It would really help me out. And you much appreciate it as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.